Go home, Annie. We'll see. We'll see where home even is. Right, so thank you very much to the developer and or publisher for sending over a code for this one. I'm not sure who incited the approval of my code request, but I do appreciate it very much. I got to play the demo for this ages back, and I thought it had a surprisingly cool bit of lore. There was a lot of, like... It's almost like you go through a little museum of SCPs as you start to get into the escalation of the scenario. And it's quite mysterious. There's a lot of... Well, maybe not a lot, but some reading about what specifically is going on with each of them. And I don't know what my role is, but I think I have some sort of role in a containment facility. So we're going to learn more now, because this game is now available for purchase. And if you'd like to purchase this game after you see what's going on, you can always use... Oh, it didn't take the... Didn't take the bot command. Did I spell Annie wrong? Let's see. Did I pick the wrong type of Annie? Go home. Don't think I did. Is there a space or something? What the heck? No. Then why does the bot not work? Oh. Oh, in the Twitch database, it's called Go Home Annie : an SCP game. Well, that I didn't know. Well, I need to know what the Twitch database version always says, so that's important. An SCP game. Alright, so now if I change the dash... Or it should auto-change the dash into a colon. If I hit this button, will I get a command out of it? Yes. Cool. We got there. So we got borderless full screen, VSync on. I don't remember what TAAU stands for. Temporal anti-aliasing... What's the U? Upscaling, thank you. Texture quality. We love high texture quality here on the channel. Oh. Motion blur, I'll trust it with medium, and we'll see how that goes. Ambient occlusion, I'm a big fan of that. Give me as much of that as you can handle. Okay, nice granularity on this, I'd say. This is fine. Yeah, confirm it. We got 4 sliders for audio. They're maxed out instead of 70 or 50%. That's fine. This is pretty much where I'd like to be. Really, they got what I need there. And you can invert your vertical look if you are so bothered. Camera FOV can go up. There's no number associated with it, oddly, so you're just kind of like eyeballing it, I guess. I'll leave it at default just to see what it looks like first. Alright, let's begin. I'm gonna try not to touch anything, okay.
Was ablaze as I departed.
That's too quiet.
I set off into the deepest crevices of the abyss, leaving all behind.
This hole was made for me.
What I was to find, I took the plunge straight into the darkness. And what lay there, deep at its heart.
Does anyone remember me playing this?
Shook me to my core.
The house sequence, I think, is pretty much gone from my memory now.
My fears, but they have not forgotten me.
Well, that is it for now, folks, but make sure you stay tuned because we'll be taking your sound requests and...
Anybody recognize what car this is from the interior? Well, you don't get to guess anymore. I'm pretty sure we get in through the basement, but let's try the normal way first. There you go. Oh shit, I don't have my key or something. Some tough tape. I'll need something to cut it open. Really? You can't get through that? Somebody locked it from the inside. Disaster. We're already stuck out in the rain. Yeah, car keys are great for that kind of thing. I've got no qualms. This is a very smooth frame. We're getting like a lock 60. Very good. So what are we examining here? Can I knock all the... Oh, okay. That is what you would expect to have happen, yeah. Store... Ah, box cutter. Is that beer very strangely shaped? Is it like... Does it have broad shoulders compared to the bottom? Huh. I don't think I've ever seen beer like that before. Alright, so we're meant to cut open the package, I know that. There's also an axe if we get really desperate. Nice soothing rain on material sound. Cactus is soaked. Uses enter, okay. What's that? My camera! Cool. Tab to open inventory. Small videotape, dog final. Oh good, the dog is taking his final exam. That's nice. I'm sure he'll pass with flying colors because he's a good boy. Is that... Oh, you want me to... Oh, God. The frame rate was, like, really rough there. You want me to look in that spot, maybe? That's not very nice at all. Oh, I could have not done that, and I would have not had to see the dead dog. Okay, cool. Should have done that instead. Or maybe that was an achievement I was always destined to get. No, I'm pretty sure they were tutorializing how to do with the, do that with the camera. Alright, we're in. It's a little jumpy because it just loaded in all the house assets, but it's smooth again now. I have no idea how to use this thing. You pull the cord at the back, and or right here, and then you hold... There's usually like a trigger. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's not that hard. It's a very strange looking sausage. I think it's one of those flex hoses. Maybe we'll get into a really sweet chainsaw battle with Jack Baker at some point. I know that guy loves to fight chainsaws. We got a little wiggler here. Oh. What's that? A teddy head? We got another wiggler. Something behind it. Looks like we got to stop the fan in order to get the key out. So we're doing a little escape room action. This is the same as I recall it being in the demo, but I don't remember the steps anymore. Here's something ambient shifting on the other side of the door. I wonder what that is. Yeah, I know where the key is. I can't use any of the tools I've got at the moment. Guess not. Not sure why the camera's, like, so low res. It says zoom 1x, so it makes me think I can zoom a different amount, but it doesn't seem like I can. You never seen a strange-looking sausage? Being honest, it's a bit of a sad drum kit. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not great. You know, from the Game Awards, actually, the 21 Pilots drummer, he just had a snare, a kick drum, and 2 cymbals. And he was using some sort of synth pad E-drum thing that wasn't even... Like, he wasn't using the snare for a while either until he started to. So I was just watching it back with Lynn today, and I was like, Jesus, that guy's drum set is not great for having been in a band for 20 years. Unless it's a statement. I don't know, maybe he's got a reason for it. Or maybe he only needed the amount of drums he needed to play that song. Probably that one. Don't know why I'm being so judgmental, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's turn this off. F for flashlight. Making sure I was being as thorough as possible. You got the basement key. The bathroom tape. I can watch it with the camera, yeah. And I suppose that means that the light can come back. Great. Okay, let's use the bathroom tape. You've shown me the picture of the end table and the 2 pictures atop. Some gnarly dead body business in the bathtub, and there's a hidden tile with another tape. We did, in fact, yes, we did, in fact, play the demo of this. I was just asking a minute ago if anybody remembered it, but I think sometimes it takes a minute to remind ourselves, or maybe you just weren't here when I said it a second ago. I very much love an escape room-oriented game, even that's not... it's not entirely what this is, but it has its moments anyway. Something's fizzy in here. Don't know what it is. Oh. You want me to centrifugal force out the fruit? Ugh. Looks pretty nice, though, I'd say. The environment design looks lovely. Lamb's head. Why you keep the freaking refrigerator open, though? I can't even close it if I want to. Strange. I'm not trying to play it extra slow either. I don't remember where you're meant to go exactly. I know we're supposed to go in the bathroom and check the tile, but I'm just peeking around at everything first.
I hate rich people.
Thanks very much, Extreme Elite, for the 9 months baby time. You're very welcome for the entertainment. I'm glad you enjoy it. Oh, Jesus is out of place, but also these. Oh, we've got to get the right... There's only 2, though. Ah! Wait, so when you get the pictures in the right order... Oh, it doesn't count. Is there more that I can arrange? Alright, watch the tape again, I guess. So the flower is next to the door frame. Oh, was I supposed to light a candle or something too? Flowers next to the door frame. Oh, and I didn't catch the order of these. There's only like 3 positions for them to be in, so there we go. Bathroom's not looking too hot. Still got the blood in the tub. Pretty visceral smear marks on everything. But just an unpleasant room to be in general. But I do remember about the tile, of course. The attic is key. And the tests. A small tape, I can watch it with the handheld camera, of course. Oh, right! Right, we've got like an ocean to walk into now. Look at this. The jingle-dingle-ding of the tiles as we walk into the ocean. How enchanting. They're only visible in the flashlight's radius as well. Take me by the hand, please. I wonder, do some people try to walk out without the flashlight and then just fall off? Is there a lighthouse? Well, there's always a man, and a lighthouse, and a plan, and a canal. Panama. I think an Elizabeth? I'm kind of into that pattern. It's enchanting, as I said. It's just making me curious and interested. A small tape, I can watch it. Yeah, you always watch it, of course. Let's watch it now, I guess. No better time than when you're in the ocean. Right. There's the attic. Don't worry, we're gonna head up there in a second. There's some moving shadows. Someone seems a bit afraid. Alright, let's follow the path back. I think the tiles are... Oh, never mind. I thought it was more directly routed back than the way forward, but... does not seem to be the case. It's a nice little sequence. I think they did a good job with that. Oh, the wall's gone. Nice. Or back, is what I meant. Not gone. And there's another tape. Right, of course, the test tape. Let's watch that now. It's got orders of things, I think. There's something about where you hang your ham. Home is where the ham is. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Those doors are non-negotiable. Oh, onions and garlic. There might be an Italian eatery awaiting us here. Oh, we got a wiggler. That's the ham wiggler, isn't it? You can actually see it if you pay really close attention. It's the one with the most chromatic aberration. Show me the ham! Oh. There. Oh, no. It's got wiggling salt on it now. Surely that's what it is. I won't think of anything else. They just want to cure it to make sure it stays edible for a long time to come. 501 game cartridge. It's like one of those knockoff 501 game packs where only 3 games are actually playable. Yeah. The Cheetah Men, usually. A record? Could probably play it in a record player. Although maybe you can't. That would be weird. Oh, there's drums that we're missing. The oldies. And Snake. They've got all the songs you need. You ever just listen to Snake? You listen to Otacon piss himself? Something's out of place. Oh, right. We can't finish this until we get all the sequences in a row. I don't remember exactly when I played this demo, but it definitely was giving me some RE7 feelings, and those always make me appreciate a game like that. They got Sick Brick. It's a classic for sure. You want to listen to jazz, oldies, or Snake? That's a stupid question. Of course you want to listen to Snake. I'm going to set the clock. I didn't pay any attention to what the clock was at. Alright, we'll have to look at this. The attic tape. So you gotta get the right video game in. Okay, it's just before 12. Oh, can I just go backward? Wait. Was it? I thought the both hands were together, but maybe it was there. I don't know what record to play. I don't think you could see the record. I must have been able to, though. The game matters, too. Oh, it is. The hand is down. I just couldn't see it. Couldn't see the record very well at all, though. Probably the oldies. It's always the oldies. And we get a popper game in. Is it Sick Brick or is it the 501? What does Sick Brick look like? Play it. Lame. Oh, it's neither. Okay, we need another cartridge that we haven't discovered. I don't want this ham here anymore. Disgusting. Tainted Fate, that's the one. The Faint of the Taint. You know this is the right one. Yeah, this looks like a sick-ass 3DO game that Night Dive Studios just got finished cleaning up, and they're going to have a sick release in Q1 2025. Alright, that's sorted. Clock's sorted. I don't know if we got the right record, but... try it again. Could it be... jazz? There we go. Go home, Annie. What are you doing here? You okay?
Not here.
Oh.
This is wrong.
I don't like what you're doing with your head. You look like a cat when you're about to throw up. Okay, now we leave the house. The house is complete. What's that? Something wrong with this house. Do you remember what happens here, chat? What on earth? That wasn't a normal house at all.
Class B, subordinate 3546. Please approach the intercom.
I gotta talk to the intercom because we're inside of a giant SCP silo.
Hello, D-Class 3546. You work here. This is the SCP Replication Division. We make replicas of anomalous objects and paranormal events here.
That's nice,
I'm the
Dennis.
site coordinator. You've run through this scenario over 100 times.
I'm getting better at it, though.
Please come to the middle of this hangar. There's a control panel on a raised platform. Next to it is an intercom.
D-Class is the good one, right? That's the one that always has a great time. I just turned the volume up a little bit and sure it probably wasn't quite loud enough. D stands for dexterous. They have all the skills and abilities to be able to manipulate objects with a high degree of accuracy, so they get all the best jobs. That's what the D class are all about. I really like this reflection. For some reason, the way it bounces the light off of that, it just has a really nice quality to it. So much of the frame has this sage color right now. Shadows are probably... they could use a little boosting. I might actually be able to turn them up. What don't we have at max? Depth of field and motion blur. Is that it? Let's turn the anti-aliasing on high. Why not? Upsampling. Go with DLSS. Oh, it's a little flickery too, though. Flickery doodah. I don't think this will matter much past this point. That looks quite good. Very bright light.
The intercom?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
It's on the raised platform next to the control panel.
Just want to look at all the plants and the, you know, mud. I never trust driving on these sorts of things. I know where the wheels are, and you get like a really good feel for it after you've been driving for a while, but I just don't like doing that.
Come up on the raised platform, speak into the intercom. We need to finalize the test.
Okay, let's finalize the test. It sounds like a great plan. We could do a little Stanley Parable nonsense while we're here. Have a baby wandering towards an open flame, and I have to keep moving it.
SCP-R9237 reenactment test 179 completed by Class D subordinate number 35.
Why do you have so many numbers on everything?
Restoration of reenactment scene by cleanup crew request filed.
Who are you? What's going on here?
Just calm down, breathe in, breathe out. As I stated previously, I am the site coordinator
Is that still
of
too quiet?
Replication Division's Facility 1. You are a D-class tester who tests paranormal entities that we have replicated here. If you're feeling distraught, fatigued, bloated, and or disoriented, then allow me to provide you an ounce of comfort in saying that's completely normal.
Why don't I remember anything?
Oh, well, that would be the amnestics, of course. They're what you might call forgetting pills. You ingested them prior to the test. We need you as close to a clean slate state each time you go through the test, so as to avoid demonic contamination. Surely you understand? We don't want you staining the house with your own projections now, do we? No. First question. Upon retrieving the bathroom door from the camera's void dimension and entering the bathroom, what did you encounter?
Oh, only good things, clearly. So the question is, do I lie to them? Or do I tell them the truth? Some kind of ocean and boundless darkness.
Some kind of ocean and boundless darkness.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yes, yes, and in the ocean you found?
A tape of the little girl in the attic.
A tape of the little girl in the attic.
Probably don't have to say it, huh?
And when you reached the attic and set everything up like in the video, what happened?
Ham. Salty ham. She refused to be brought back. She told me to piss off and vanished. What did she do? What should I say? Nothing makes me more comfortable than being told it's normal.
She told me to piss off and vanished.
I find that highly unlikely, but have noted it nevertheless. And that concludes our interview. Class D subordinate, drop off the items you acquired during testing into the duffel bag next to the exit doors. You may carry on with testing after that.
Sure.
Site coordinator out. And remember, there is no replication division.
I'll remember that. Jingle all the way. They're getting good use out of the triangle today, and I'm loving it. There's the dog. He's okay. Where's the duffel bag at?
Place the items acquired during testing into the duffel bag next to the exit doors.
Oh. Oh. The drama. Go home, redacted. Is that the AIM login sound? I mean, I don't think so. It was similar.
D-Class number 3546, back from another round in the house. Our biggest and most complex SCP replica. You did great, but I gotta run. Great work, and keep on, keeping on. Oh dear, I don't know how.
So, I have a question. Why would anyone talk to her if her memory is just going to get wiped, right? What's the point? I mean, I guess you could just have a moment, but I feel like that would be another way to reinforce the isolation of all this, because then there would be a reason why everyone would just ignore you as you walk around. There's no point. It's just going to go. Did you know no canines were harmed during your testing? Potter is safe and sound. Our animatronics team did a great job, right? Yes, they did. Glad for that. Oh, I don't probably need to read that again. Dr. Bright is just kooky. Oh, that's fair. I remember this room, actually. I remember thinking to myself, that's a really nice, like, the baked texturing on that looks really nice, the lighting on it. The padding looks quality.
Don't worry, you are getting decontaminated so that you may resume your important work. Thank you for your 179th test of our prime replica, the famous camera and house combo.
Yeah, we love the camera and house.
If you can't remember much about your life,
Who can?
we'll start coming back at some point.
And then we'll make you take pills again anyway.
Anyway, so, decontamination done. Happy testing.
Really nice looking door as well. That brushed metal look. Yeah, the lighting is top marks on this, I'd say. Well, they didn't have to do the little extra pipe there. That's good. Code red. Wait, there's red and then there's crimson and then there's whatever the hell that is. Is code red normal? Normal's not set, so I don't know why it says breach. Offices, replication chamber, replica testing, security, armory, archives. Oh my god. Okay, I take it back. I guess there are jump scare-ish things. I didn't remember that bit. Oh, there's some Bureau of Control red beams coming out up here. Love that lighting, though. Too bad we can't peek around the corner. Oh, thank you. You are here. Keycard access. It looks like we're meant to go down first, yeah. Painted it up like it's a gallery. I might have like a stream-wide bingo card that just says Sam Lake on it, just in case Sam Lake shows up at some other place. Oh. So when stuff like that happens, being that we're in an SCP facility, it's possible that we're actually seeing that and it's not just in our head. You never know what kind of hijinks could go on in something like this.
Annie?
Annie's not feeling very good.
Come on. Up on your feet. You're no good to anyone down there. I told them to cool it with the amnestics, but they just love taking advice from security. Let's get you to your office. That feeling in your gut? Like you're gonna vomit your insides out? That is, normal, and you've been through this more times than I care to count.
Soldier got a
Right now, you
dumpy.
need to ground yourself. And there's something in your office that'll help you do just that. We call them Pathfinders. Personal items that you and only you know the full story of. They'll help you find your bearings.
I don't think I'm a usual Class D, because I wouldn't have an office, and certainly no one would write anything about me.
Real soon. It ain't all happy memories in there.
but that's just life, I guess. I'll be waiting here once you're done.
I don't understand
See
how
you
you're
when you get
holding
back.
that.
And, almost forgot. I'm John. Hopefully you'll figure that out for
You
yourself
sound like a
soon.
John somehow. Is there like a grip under here? Is it just resting on the top of his wrist? It looks like he's got a handle coming down from this position. I guess it's what's important is that his finger is bad trigger discipline. That's the most important. Alright, so we're going in the warehouse room, I guess. This is my office. You're not going to shut the door on me yet?
Remember.
Do you remember? I don't know what parts of this were in the demo anymore, or if this has changed. Oh. Painting of a deer butt. Place note. Remember, tonight's the night, whatever it takes. Trust the bathtub. Okay. The bathtub. What did the bathtub tell me? Oh, a QA box. They used to have actual human beings for this job, and now they just ship in cardboard boxes to do it. I guess that explains why Overwatch is in the state it's in. Oh, right. Okay, now we can go back here. Are you telling me that the sign from the bathtub was to make it bloody as shit? That's not right.
After Dad left, I did some things I don't like to think about too much. Got into some real trouble real quick. And when they offered to help, I didn't see any other way of going about it.
In light of your recent offenses and pending incarceration, we are hereby extending an offer. You can participate in the local annual Squid Game. Your technical prowess is evident and will be essential in our attempts to... Oh, well, there's no way to look at it beyond that, because, you know, once a piece of paper is passed halfway down the envelope, that's the end of it. You can't get it out. She looks a little like a Silent Hill character to me. She's mewing. You're right. 25 to 30 minutes a day is how much you should be mewing. Oh, that's a cute Rubik's Cube. I don't know how it could possibly turn. I don't think it could. But it's cute, and that's what's important. Who's this? Manuel Samuel?
Dearest Annie.
That's Dad?
There are things that have been eating away at me for years. I have to try and make it right for both of you. I hope that it's not too late. I will come back to you and make sense of it all. Keep the light on.
I would have thought
until
that was her
get back.
brother or something. He looks so
You
young.
must have read this note a billion times.
Or it could be an old photo, of
No
course.
matter how many times I've read it, I still can't figure it out. What could make you leave your only child behind?
Well, if it's Star Wars, you might just do it for the hell of it. Just for some money, I think, as far as... What was it? Ray's story?
And it came with this inside. Thanks for the jewels, Dad. Really made you leaving feel like a breeze.
Old breezy Dad. There are things that have been eating away at me for years. I have to try to make it right for both of you. I hope it's not too late. We'll come back for you and make sense of it all. Keep the light on until I get back. Sounds like he didn't make it. Or whatever his mission was did not go according to plan.
I guess the two of them make all of this seem worthwhile. Couldn't take off the suit even
Huh.
for a photo, could you, John?
You're holding a banana. For scale, I guess? Very interesting. I've never seen a situation where there's an SCP crew that are, like, friends with each other. Usually everybody hates each other and wants to die. Not that I'm familiar with a lot of these types of stories, but that just seems odd to me, or at least different.
Brace yourself. This
Oh.
is the best part.
The first movie I ever saw in the cinema with Dad. The abduction scene made me spill my soda all over him, but he couldn't stop laughing. I try to catch it whenever.
So long as you had a good time. Raiders from Planet X. The X is a variable. It could be any planet. Even Uranus. What's this?
Regional Science Fair.
Oh,
The thing
wow.
that won it was my homemade.
That's a hell of a
radio
smile.
tower. Sleep was a no-show for weeks leading up to it. It was a Monday. I remember because Dad split the next Thursday.
Tower.
Didn't get much sleep after that either.
Does that radio tower to the left there look like something that a man with a sledgehammer would climb? Or am I too far into my own head? No, I think it is. You know why I think it is? 2 square receptacles towards the bottom left, and then 2 dishes, and then you're at the top. I wonder if it's the same asset. I'd have to compare it directly, and it's obviously it's turned 45 degrees, but I think the 2 bits on the left and the 2 dishes are the side you climb up. That's fantastic. I don't know if that's even an Easter egg or they just found it in a library. Whatever, I don't care. It's just funny. Oh, getting over it cameo.
A keepsake from Mom.
I'll never get over it.
Died before I got the chance to meet her.
That's sad. She was very pretty. It's like your happy corner, I guess. I don't know. Do you think getting over it is an SCP?
In the house for some reason.
Yeah, why have they been doing that? We should be able to see the text. D-Class 3546 test reports. SCP-R 1974 debating tub. Testing protocol. Engage in a debate as heatedly as possible. Oh, I'd be great at the debating tub. Matt would be so proud. I actually talked to Matt Dillahunty for the first time. He was live on Twitch the other day, and I said hi to him. It was surreal. I've been watching this guy for 20 years, and I actually, like, spoke to him person to person for the first time. It's a very strange feeling to do that. Desired outcome: to test emotional amplitudes and spikes of each personality. Note the bathtub was grumpy this time and didn't feel like talking. It retaliated with the following quote: "What are you gonna do, flush me?" Okay, SCP-R 6448, not deer. Testing protocol: take the subject's blood on a weekly basis, coupled with testing the subject's communicative competencies. Desired outcome: blood color matches that of SCP-6448, and the subject is becoming increasingly talkative, although quite morose. Note, SCP-R-6448 expressed a desire to be called Frank from now on. Also, does not seem to be adapting to indoor captivity particularly well. SCP-R-9237, the house. Oh, the house itself is an SCP. Oh, that makes sense, of course. Testing protocol redacted. Desired outcome: transfer the child from the void for containment purposes. So we gotta find the child from the void. Talk to John. I always do. Everybody knows a John. But does the John really know them? Also, when I looked at this picture before, wasn't it an outline? And now it's like a full print? Maybe I'm making that up. What's up, John? You good? Is there anything about you I should note? Very kind of unexceptional looking uniform. Well, unexceptional as so far as I mean it's just kind of standard. The modeling work on it is fine. You noted his dumpy before. Massive calves on this guy. If the farm ever needs some beef, we got some calves ready to go.
All done? It's standard procedure to ask you a couple of personal questions, just to make sure you're all there.
How personal
I
are
don't
we
mean
going?
to pry, but protocol means I'm obliged to. Ready?
You know it.
I'm ready.
What did your mother leave behind for you?
A locket?
A locket.
What won you the science fair competition?
You're trying to make sure I'm paying attention.
A portable radio tower.
Right. And the last one. Why were you conscripted by the replication division?
To avoid jail time.
to avoid jail time.
It is my privilege to conclude that you are of sound body and mind. Welcome back, Annie.
Thanks for the warm
Is it like a platform 8 thing where they're trying to train me to look at stuff carefully so that way it'll change?
There was a little mishap while you were in the house.
What's that?
Frank blew out of here and took a few dozen blocks of concrete with him
What?
as well.
You don't say.
Yes, ma'am. And as a little bonus for us...
Oh, it was a code red.
lockdown. Everyone was evacuated on the spot. Well, everyone except the 3 of us and a particular pain in the ass. Someone has to stay behind so we can have subordinates to fuck.
Attention! All personnel gather up.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, right? Yeah, I was thinking of that, yeah.
Our very own D-Class 3546 back to her former glory. Considering we're under code red lockdown, protocols are paramount. We've had enough of an eventful evening with someone deciding SCP-R-6448 deserved a night on the town. There will be no more mistakes tonight. Your little skeleton crew of 3 is the only personnel remaining on site as per emergency protocol. With that in mind, D-Class 3546, I believe you have a mandatory weapons and safety rebrief to attend. Run along now. Mustn't keep your colleagues waiting.
Why are you so antagonistic? What did I do? I gotta talk to Ray now. Can I get something out of this snack machine, though? Oh my god, how are these cans so fat? Plumpsy? Hang on, I want some peach for the beach. That sounds incredible. Lime's great, too. This soda machine knows what I'm after. Very strange, though, for it to be on one of those coil systems. Because, like, you know what happens, right? The lime soda is gonna freaking drop 4 boxes down and explode on the bottom of the machine. Nobody's gonna have a nice time cleaning that out. Unless this is one of those ones with the little elevator. I don't know. I haven't seen it in motion, so maybe it is. Can't access the key code yet. Oh, this guy's name is John, and there's a picture of a deer in there. Is this tractor propaganda? Oh, that looks creepy. It's like an Atari 2600 dragon rendering. So many doors with locks on them. Oh, that's a weird toilet. I don't even think I could fit my butt in that. I'd have to force it. That's where you wash your hands. That must be the waste bin. And that's the pool. Alright, let's go. Code red. Oh, it's so rusted. Man, that thing would do some damage if it fell off the wall. Hello.
Jesus. Good evening. My name is... Do I really need to do this? She knows what my freaking name is.
Safety protocols and regulations are to be followed to the letter.
Good evening. My name is Ray, and I will be performing the mandatory weapons and safety rebrief as prescribed by the SCP Replication Division's Safety and Regulatory Protocol.
Remember the Forgotten City?
With the rebrief.
Wonderful. Now get to it.
Kind of has a similar
he stops listening at this point.
NPC
yada,
look
yada,
to that.
Yada. Don't blow your brains out with a firearm. Kind of obvious, but hey. Don't mistake SCP-2950 for SCP-396. No duh. And I think we're done. Congratulations, you are now officially rebriefed. Weapons and safety-wise.
I can't believe just how much safer I feel already.
Good. And for that, you get a cookie. In the form of this beautiful level 1 keycard that'll get you into replica testing. I'd say don't spend it all in one place, but that's kind of the point.
That's bad.
Oh, that's my cue. With everyone evacuated, guess I'm the designated power generator fixer.
Isn't a power failure in an SCP lab like the worst thing ever?
You have your next assignment for the night.
Even just for a second.
But an assignment nonetheless. speech patterns, syntax, and personality.
Nobody else seemed to think that was that big of a problem, though.
Task, but one that takes a heavy mental toll. Make sure to forward all my animosities. Director out.
John, did you hear about this? This power loss? Is there, like, gonna be a cement statue trying to break my neck standing somewhere and I'll think it looks like a lamp? I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. I've never even seen this place before because my memory got wiped. These are really shiny railings. Out of commission, oh no. This enters the prop hunt section of the game, right? So this is the bit I remembered the most from the demo, is that you get like a tour. Yeah, oh, that's the... that's the thing they used in the key art. That's where the demo ends. Is that the first thing they want to show me? Because I remember that being at the end of the hallway from the other direction. I don't know if I can even look at that yet. Let's see what the monitor has to say about this. SCP-1974 Object Class Safe is a freestanding ceramic bathtub typical of the kind sold in the United States from the 1930s through the mid-1960s. When recovered, it contained 124 liters of water. Any substance added to the water inside of SCP-1974 will be drained or filtered out through unknown means. When a subject makes contact with the water inside of 1974, they will immediately begin to hear two voices. One voice, hereby designated 1974-1, has been described as that of an American male of about 85 years of age. The other voice, hereby designated 1974-2, has been described as a male with a thick Russian accent around the same age. The former claims to be 1974, while the latter claims to be the water filling 1974. SCP-1974-1 and -2 appear to dislike each other, and are described as debating constantly. The debates between 74-1 and 2 are about capitalism, communism, and the historical and current states of the United States of America, Soviet Union, and China. Original researcher Devereaux. So they're Disco Elysiuming in a bathtub. That's fair. Replication status partial. Base bathtub created using identical materials as used from bathtubs from 1974's era. Water sourced from 74's recovery location. Why do they say the name of it so much? So you don't need to keep saying it. I already know what you're talking about. After running bathtub through the replication system, SCP-R74 created successfully. So an R before it means it's a replication. Dr. Redacted commissioned a series of tests of 74 and R74 in parallel, with the bathtubs being asked identical questions. The testing has concluded that R74 has assumed completely different personalities than those of 74. I suppose it's just for the sake of them being extremely formal and, like, scientific about it, but, like, nobody would ever write the name of it that many times. Why is there so much broken glass on the floor? What's happening in here? Inject liquid, place point. Oh. Oh, I see. What an odd thing.
It's like a balm for this washed out skin.
Okay. Hi, Z-Gammer. How are you? It's a rhythm game now.
Would it kill you not to kiss ass for just a single second?
Is that the Russian? I gotta make boobies. Hooray for boobies. Oh, that one wasn't great.
We had a deal not to burden others with our internal squabbles. It would seem, however, that the deal no longer stands. I don't remember making no deals. I will not allow yet another night to revolve around you and your cynicism. Come here, Annie. Let us continue this discussion in private.
Okay. You wanna touch the water?
And a great job with testing us.
Some incredible
Whoa.
testing right there. It's moments like this I regret not having hands to clap with.
You two are in a fine mood.
You two are in a fine mood.
Why wouldn't we be on such a fine night? Frank bust out of here, cutting through walls like they were butter. Now that's inspiring. Puts me in this dastardly mood. Although if I hear that prick saying how we're under code red lockdown one more time, I'll run a cyanide bath myself.
Please, for both of our sakes, tone down your feelings towards the site coordinator and curb
This
your
feels like a bit from Hellboy.
You know what? Seeing as it's already been an eventful night, maybe we ought to spice it up a bit more.
Oh, you have the power to do that? Alright, so we're all dead again. Clearly.
Listen well. The coordinator spends more time thinking about you than you realize. And I mean a lot. See, if I were you, I'd think real good and hard about visiting his office on the upper floors.
What's going on here?
I just figured you might want to find out why Pops took off all those years ago.
What do you know about my father?
I don't know nothing, but I can promise you that he does.
Even if I wanted to check out his office, which I'm not saying I do, you and I both know that it's impossible to get in there because he's holed up inside it 24/7.
I've got 3 words for you. Code Crimson Lockdown. 2 outbreaks on a single night? That wouldn't look good for a little site coordinator. I go as far to say he'd be forced to leave the premises immediately, as per safety and regulations, because the precious coordinator has to be protected at all cost. And that would mean his office would be free for anyone to indulge their...
This is like an hour in, I guess?
Go to the meeting room. Take it from there.
The intro sequence is very interesting. We had to do a little escape room stuff.
What the hell?
Well, that's our peaceful retirement going down the drain.
If you need help, I ain't going nowhere. And no, you might not like everything you find up there, but you gotta face the music.
I'm not sure I'm super clear on why the tub has insight into this particularly. But I guess SCPs are pretty mysterious. They do things that I wouldn't understand. Alright, so he succeeded at that little mini game. That was very cute.
Oh, you're done with that thing. Ugh. Both condolences and congratulations are in order. I'd say I hope it wasn't too much of a nuisance, but that's unlikely. Well, go do whatever it is you do around here until you clock out. Some of us don't have the luxury that
You don't have
the lack of
a knowledge of that? Also, is there not a camera in here at all? I understand the power went out for a second, but I would have thought all of these would have dozens of cameras on them. I don't know what that is. Calibrate. It's just a light, I guess. Taking a bucket of 354 and locking it into a room is not replication, it's idiocy. Red bucket warning. Oh. So let's read about Red Bucket. It's a Keter class, 354, is a pool of red liquid discovered in northern Canada. Uh-oh. I don't even know what goes on in northern Canada. I guess red liquid. The liquid is of a consistency similar to that of human blood, hence the colloquial name blood pond. But it is not of a biological nature. The liquid becomes denser as one descends deeper into the pool. Oh, that must feel very odd as you push down through it. Periodically, entities emerge from the pool and attempt to escape from the enclosure. Thus far, nearly all creatures emerging from 354 have been extremely hostile and highly dangerous. 354 is believed to have first been discovered by Redacted by survivors of a plane crash. 354 had developed into a local urban legend long before Foundation personnel arrived to deal with the threat. At 14:03 hours on Redacted, an unidentified entity emerged from SCP-354. Mobile Task Force Redacted was dispatched to deal with the entity. and were eventually successful. All personnel at Watch Station Epsilon 38 were found dead. Area 354 was subsequently constructed to contain 354. You named it aptly. Replication status partial. All ongoing efforts to replicate 354 by way of the replication system have resulted in failure. 354 is constantly growing. The site coordinator has decided that taking a small portion of it and relocating it into the replication division would essentially mean it has been successfully replicated. R354 has yet to exhibit an object emerging from it. Further testing required. Well, I think we all have seen the key art for this game by now. I think something emerges from it. What's going on over here? Oh. This is the banana station, apparently. If you're feeling low in potassium, we got a room for you. The minion room, please, please kill me. This one looks like it has a lot of text for some reason. This is a safe object class. This is SCP-3521, is a group designated for 16 pharmaceutical gel tablets. Group designation for 16 pharmaceutical gel tablets created by an amateur parapharmacologist in affiliation with an unknown assassin. Shortly after consumption of 3521, an extremely large number of unpeeled bananas will begin to manifest in the subject's stomach. What? This is bananas. It is believed this volume of bananas is intended to cause an acute lethal dose of ionizing radiation. Right. But you'll certainly be killed by the bananas, crushing you from the inside or detonating you from the inside. Well, bananas do contain trace amounts of radioactive potassium. The quantity manifested induces the much more obvious cause of death of exsanguination, suffocation, or in most confirmed cases, gross crush trauma from 9.15 million kg of bananas manifesting within the subject's stomach. I imagine if that started to happen, you would have a literal real-life frame rate lag as the banana models caught up. Wow, that's really wild. So someone could just be talking to me and just suddenly infinite bananas manifest. Discovery and testing, Addendum 3521.1. 3521 was discovered after a shootout between the Atlanta Police Department and individuals connected to a heroin manufacturing ring. During investigation, a bag containing 3521 was discovered along with a burner phone. The contents of messages contained on the cell phone are: "New job is in. I need something from you. What are you looking for? When I work with Lil B, he usually got me plutonium. No plutonium. What? Plutonium too easy to trace. Need to be discreet. No plutonium. What do you have in mind? Potassium. How is potassium any more discreet than plutonium? Easy to hide. We'll use banana. Bananas are radioactive? Yes. I know you're supposed to be some kind of savant, but I don't know about this. Are you sure the radioactive bananas are more discreet than plutonium? Because I feel like they aren't. You tell me. You see plutonium on the ground, and you see banana. Which are you more worried about? I get that, but again, it's going to be a lot of bananas, right? Or just one really radioactive one. You need to learn to trust Dado. Banana, just as effective as plutonium. Plus, you can't trace banana. Who does finger get pointed at? Grocery store? Okay, just wasn't sure. Good, you trust Dado, and everything be okay, no worry. Banana even better than plutonium. During processing at Site 92, D28491 was chosen for testing 3521 based on recovered video footage. After roughly 30 minutes, 28491 briefly complained about an intense stomach pain before expanding rapidly and disappearing under a quickly growing mass of bananas. The testing chamber was consumed in seconds, and a significant portion of the site's lower levels were destroyed in minutes. Yeah, I would think it would blast through the walls with the pressure it would generate. So it's this constant force outward from a point. And then the pressure would multiply, but I don't know. Maybe, I think the door actually wouldn't be the break point. It would probably be the wall first. Replication status success. A fraction of the tablet of SCP-R3521 has been administered to D-Class subordinate 5324. Upon consumption, the recipient has indeed begun expanding rapidly and has disappeared under a quickly growing mass of bananas. The number of bananas is roughly the size our researchers have predicted. Cleanup crew requested at the chamber. Further production of tablets has been approved. Yeah, we need more of those. We definitely want more of those banana explosion tablets. Will these not all rot, or are they special bananas that never go bad? Because will we just have a stinking mass of black goop in there? What a strange scenario. Also funny that they keep describing the person as being consumed by the bananas rather than just they just explode. It's such an idyllic way to show that. Object class safe. This is 9174. Appears to be a 2003 model redacted handheld camera recorder with an additional non-factory feature. While viewing surroundings through the camera's viewfinder, objects classified as displacements can be seen. We learned about this in real time. Sounds emitted from displacements can be heard through the speaker. These objects do not seem to exist outside of the viewfinder since they cannot be physically interacted with in any way in our reality. Bringing 9174 close to the user's eyes while pointing at a displacement in close proximity for 3 seconds triggers an unexplained event, bringing the displacement into existence. These retrieved objects display some discrepancies with their former displaced versions seen through the viewfinder. For instance, a retrieved telephone might ring at a slightly different pitch. Based on the tapes procured along with 9174, it is evident that recording traumatic events with 9174 transfers objects into the void between, a reality separate from ours. This results in the creation of displacements. Okay. I can't see anything in there. I need a level 5 keycard. Guess that's not happening at the moment. That's a level 6. Got no explanation. That's locked down. Does that even... I guess I can scoot into the door if I'm very quick. I would like to read those monitors, though. Ah, right. So there's a hole in the wall that is not there at other times. What's this? I don't have a flashlight anymore? So whatever got out of here, it sounds like I let it out, and it burrowed through the wall. That's 6448. Not sure what crawling is going to help me with here. It's just going to slow me down. Oh. Oh, it goes so much further than I'd like. Can I read that from here? Oh, I can. That's awkward. So there's like a surveillance camera that's zooming into where I'm standing, even though I'm actually over there. So this is a Keter class, 6448, an anomalous branch of the Cervidae, deer family. All members of this group display heightened intelligence and are presumed to be sapient. Many specimens exhibit some form of physical malformation. Legs bent backwards, jerky movements, tendency to walk on 2 hind legs. Do they pull their hooves off and have little fingers that go like this? I've seen one of those before. General body disfigurement. SCP-6448 are known to watch, observe, and stalk humans, often for hours or days. Addendum 6448.2, Incident 6448 Alpha, MTF Gamma 4 on the 29th of November 2019. Green Stags Incident. Successfully detained and captured an instance of SCP-6448. The following is a log of the events thereafter. Researcher Oz. Oh, we've got a Dr. Oz on board. Greetings, 6448. The instant suddenly bolts upright and stares at the intercom. 6448R. Research. The instant speaks in a distorted version of Oz's own voice. Researcher Oz, research. What kind of... 6448, July 7th, 1947. Oh. That's very specific. The instant suddenly rams the 20-inch thick one-way glass, cracking it slightly. Researcher Oz stumbles backwards. The instant begins to collapse. It contorts violently and begins screaming. Its abdomen bulges and writhes. Please tell me it doesn't detonate into a pile of bananas. A black, viscous, tendrily mass erupts. Oh, it's a Dark Souls 3. Erupts out of the instance's side. It leaps and squirms around the cell before shattering the window. The remaining carcass is entirely hollow. The tendrily mass swiftly maneuvers outside of Sector 4 in seconds, clearing the lockdown area. It travels in the direction of the main exit. How do they always know where they're going? The mass clears the main desk. It shatters the glass on the front exit and disappears into the outside shrubbery. We must beg your pardon, for we are in your garden. The Bob Mortimer SCP. Keter class. Replication status partial. Taking a normal deer through the replication system has resulted in the successful creation of SCP-6448 replica. R exhibits the same physical attributes and deformations as observed in 6448. Precautions were taken when dissecting the first replica in the case of the sentient black liquid trying to escape its confinement. This turned out to not be needed, since anomalous but benign white liquid was found inside R-6448 instead. It seems to be non-sentient. Further testing required. So it's just a bishop class, then. Items deposited. Received. Oh, I can deposit and receive as I see fit. Oh, the flamingo's here. So we got 2 more to read. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, there's like a big clockwork machinery device in there, actually. I think we'll do the flamingo first. So I think we actually go in there. Oh, we got a picture of each one? That's cool. The hangar elevator? Huh. There's not that many down here. (1507) Euclid class. SCP-1507 is collective designation given to 30 plastic lawn flamingos. Their behavior often results in attacks targeted toward Foundation staff. How do they attack? The only individual known to circumvent their behaviors is Person of Interest 1507, otherwise known as Leroy Day. Addendum 1507-A. Following our phone logs recovered from POI 1507's phone following the acquisition of 1507, text messages between POI 1507 and one Mark Farman. 1507, it's fine. What's up, dude? Mark, well, you keep your flamingos inside. Yeah, they really don't like the rain. What do you mean? Says Mark. 1507 says, they just don't like it. It gets inside them and bothers them and all that stuff. Mark says, dude, I know you've been obsessed with them recently, but you realize they're not real, right? 1507 says, no, they move and play with me. I just want you to see the flamingos. Mark, fine, dude, I'm coming. POI, see, I told you they play. I don't know why they don't like you. Mark, I guess they're overprotective of you. I'm sorry. This wasn't meant to happen. On the 8th of March 2012, a 911 call... Who says that? A 911 call was received in the Clay County area. A Foundation agent was sent out. When arriving on scene, the agent reported POI 1507 attempting to unsuccessfully resuscitate another man, who was later identified as Mark Farman, that had multiple stab wounds presumably caused by 1507. You ever just get obsessed with flamingos? I think it happens to all of us. This is replication status successful. The pink flamingo replicas have a tendency to multiply when not observed, similar to their original counterparts. They also seem to be able to inexplicably escape confinement and replicate throughout the facility. Some instances of R-1507 have been located outside the facility. An MTF task force has been sent to terminate these instances. Termination successful. How do you know how many there are? In case a member... a member of the replication division locates a rogue SCP-R-1507, they are to immediately terminate it, instance by way of blunt force. Just the one? I don't know if this does anything yet. And last one that we have to read at the moment, this is SCP-914, class is safe. SCP-914 is a large device consisting of gears, springs, and other clockwork. 2 large booths are connected to the main body of 914 labeled intake and output. Between them is a panel with a large knob. Ooh woo. The words rough, coarse, 1-to-1, fine, and very fine are positioned around the knob. This is a common SCP one, isn't it? I've read about this one before. When an object is placed in the intake booth, a door slides shut. If the knob is turned to any position, 914 will refine the object in the booth. The object appears to be in stasis until the output door is opened. Addendum 514 Dr. Redacted Test Log. Input 1 wristwatch belonging to Dr. Redacted, setting course. Output 1 completely disassembled wristwatch. Input 1 cell phone belonging to Redacted, setting 1-to-1. Output 1 cell phone, although different make and model. This feels like one of those SAT tests, or... It's like, can you recognize the pattern? Input 1 standard Colt Python revolver, setting very fine. Output data expunged. Aforementioned Redacted completely disintegrated all matter in its line of fire. Object contained very high-density gamma waves. That's the one. Document number 109B117, Dr. Redacted and Dr. Redacted test log. Subject D186, male, Caucasian, 42 years old, 108 kilograms, 185 centimeters tall, setting 1-to-1. Output, male, Hispanic, 42 years old, 100 kilograms, 188 centimeters tall. Subject was very confused and agitated. Subject attacked security personnel. Subject terminated. You just went and put somebody in there, did you? Input subject D187, male, Caucasian, 28 years old, 63 kilograms, 173 centimeters tall, setting very fine. Output data expunged. Subject escaped from test chamber, killing 8 guards as well as Dr. Redacted and Dr. Redacted. Lockdown initiated. Biological testing with SCP-914 discontinued. Original researcher, Dr. Gears. That's a perfect name for that. Dr. Gears. Replication status, partial. Parts for SCP-R914 sourced from SCP-914's original location. Still unable to replicate some functionality, forced to simplify selection panel. Only coarse, 1-to-1 and fine. Mostly work as intended. This is like when you try to get Bloodborne to run on PC. No matter the input material, the rough setting produces an unidentifiable liquid, and the very fine setting produces seemingly nothing. With SCPs, you can't trust seemingly nothing. It could be everything. No trace of the input material is detectable when set to very fine. Further testing of the coarse 1-to-1 and fine settings with various input materials have been approved by the site coordinator. It is the staff's opinion that once these settings results exhibit no differences from the original SCP-914, the rough and very fine settings will start to behave as intended. May I go in? Oh, I'm not allowed to bring my items. That's why the duffel bag's there. Otherwise, I'd start testing my items in it and have a very coarse crowbar. Yeah, this is just a cool-looking room, isn't it? I mean, I know SCPs and Control are also a thing together, too. But this feels like something that would be in Control. A cross and a tape measure. I guess that's what we're meant to test. Oh, excuse me. It looks so like 1950s. It's also a bit like a confessional. Wouldn't really want to go in that. Do I not? Oh, I don't have to shut the door. It'll do that itself. Investigate the deer's crack. I suppose if you want me to. There it goes. On the other end, we get a stick. A measuring stick. So then I can... Oh, this is potentially a really interesting puzzle. Oh, I can't Oh, lame. I thought the puzzle was going to be, can you put stuff in here that turn into other stuff until you get an item you actually want? Alright, what is the coarse version of a cross, then? Garlic. Very interesting. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe this is just for my own amusement? I'm assuming I can't put the garlic or the stick back. Yeah, and we've used them. Create... Oh, I was supposed to create a fine object and I didn't. What if I leave the room and go back in? I just wanted to see what options there were. Let's see if they restock. Oh, it doesn't look like it, actually. Damn. Well, I guess I lose. And it won't let me in with my own objects. Oh, wait. Maybe there's a way to get a new set of objects placed in. I doubt they would just let you soft lock yourself here, right? I thought something up here would be interactable. Let's try the other side, I guess. Oh. That would be fun if we could take any object that's not nailed down, like the traffic cone, and put it in. Huh. There's a door on either side. What if you put groups of items in at the same time? It said item received, but it was just saying, like, toggling the duffel bag, essentially. Oh, there's more flamingos now. Items detected, leave them... Oh. Wait, but do I, though? No, I don't. It just wants the thing to be in the position where it's taken all my objects. It doesn't really care if I have objects or not. Well, that's a bit embarrassing. So much for my career testing SCPs. Oh, right, I had a key card. Are you just screwing with me now? Oh, didn't notice it magnetized toward me before. Suppose ducking is what does that. Oh. I can slide items through. What other items can I slide? They don't really have any other items. Put my keycard in. Oh, maybe I can upgrade my keycard into a better one. Wow, they're not very good at security for this being a security facility, huh? So what would be the best setting then? Would it be fine as the one that would upgrade it? Of course, would turn it into something bad. 1-to-1 would just make it like a different kind of security card that doesn't do anything. Oh, level 3. Can I run it through again? Just speed run? No. Okay, you only get one shot for some reason. I don't know how it knows it's already operated on something. But there, now I've done the thing I needed to do. Now we gotta pass it back through the crack the other way. This is a fun idea. I like all this. I wish they took it further. I don't know, maybe they will take it farther, but right now I want to do more messing around with objects and transforming them. Why again do I have to be secretly sliding around this door frame? Is they just don't want people going in this room specifically? Oh my god. That was generous. Also, that's a massive key card. It's the size of a pad of paper, isn't it? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good thing if it sees me. Also, I can't go in this object, whatever this containment tube is. I don't know what I need a level 3 clearance for. I guess it would be further down this way. Oh, probably to go into where the helipad was. Oh no, that's 5. Don't want to go in the banana door. Hey, John. Is it you? That's 5 as well. What the hell do I need a 3 for?
On bucket duty tonight. Fun times.
It does look fun. Buckets are fun. I can tell something's on your mind.
What's up? I can tell something's on your mind.
Just, thinking about some old friends of mine. That's all.
John has friends on the outside? Wait here until I go and share that bombshell with Ray.
They're not around anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
That's fine. Been a while since they passed.
Did they explode from bananas?
From back when I was part of the MTF. Before I got demoted down here. The reason I am here.
What do you mean?
We were part of an op gone south. An op that shouldn't have been given a green light in the first place. But hey, the monster was contained. What have we got to complain about? Shut up and wave your flags and medals.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me that's sliding or him or both.
Calculated risk on their part, as they like to put it. What they didn't calculate was me being the only survivor. They should have just listened to what I had to say before the op, and no one would have gotten hurt. My suits never were ones for listening. They'd rather tell tales about all the SCPs they've contained, document them, and give them random numbers. But what you'll never find in those files is even a mention of all the lives laid down to secure those SCPs in the first place. I suppose that's just part of the job.
I'd need to hear him say it's high noon to know for sure.
I wouldn't stop giving them hell. So they sent me on my merry way down here as a token of appreciation.
Do you miss them? Your friends?
Not a minute goes by where I wouldn't trade places with any one of them. And I feel like each additional one I get is a minute I didn't deserve. I've said too much. It's, not exactly something I like to talk about. But me not talking about it ain't gonna fix what they did.
And getting back at them would?
It'd make things a little easier. That's for sure.
Hopefully I'll have something to offer by the time this night's through.
You do that.
So there's still this vent back here. I'm gonna need a key, I guess, to get in that. There may have been a keycard door earlier in the facility that I forgot about. Oh, was it upstairs, actually? There might have been. How do I know that you're legitimate? It would be so hard to not, like, put a creepy thing looking at you on the other side. Ah, yeah, this is the level 3. I was thinking it had to be level 5 for it to actually be useful, but then I forgot what was up here. Oh. Is this how we get to the office of the administrator guy?
Why do we have to stay behind and guard this asshole? Who's gonna come for him? The bathtub?
Watch it. He might hear you.
Hmm. Oh, they have red eyes. Very creepy. Cameras move awfully fast. Where am I trying to go, though? Oh, my God. I was behind a pillar. I thought that would count for something, but apparently not.
Why do we have to stay behind and guard this
Jesus
asshole?
Christ. That was really jarring.
The bathtub?
Watch it. He might hear you.
I appreciate they put like an extra outline on that green circle on the radius, because like as it gradates toward not green, like I wouldn't know that was not safe over there. I think this is just to stop you from trying to go in that direction. It doesn't even emanate from anywhere. Oh, I guess it's that. Yeah. You're looking right at me. You can't see me? Alright. Whatever, man. Yeah, I didn't really know how that was supposed to work. Where am I going?
Why do we have to stay behind and guard this asshole?
The exit, I guess. But there's a thing in the way.
The bathtub?
Watch it. He might hear you.
You think I have an SCP power? I don't know why I can't crawl under these desks. That would really be helpful. Maybe I can go in... Oh, I can go this way. This is kind of silly. They're right there. He's looking straight at me. Okay. Wow. The decorating in this bathroom is very wild. Avocado tartan. Please don't use SCP-R914 to make fine food. Try getting better at cooking instead. I mean, honestly, what's the difference? Who cares? The monkey statue known as SCP-50 is not a replica and should not be here. Do not try to outprank your peers in any attempt to keep the statue. If it appears on your desk, notify your superiors. Okay. It's a cute monkey drawing in the background. I'm actually thinking all of that crazy armor they've got on is making it harder for them to see. Because they should have easily been able to identify me there. Meat? Oh, hey there. Oh, they must be like bobbleheads. We'll check that in a second.
No, it can't be.
If she's still in there, how come time is affecting her differently? Yes. Yes! The temporal polyvalence is why.
The temporal polyvalence?
You're brilliant!
I know about valence electrons. Is it like multiple of those? Won't budge. Lame. I love when things budge. Especially budgies, because they budge the most. Yeah, I should have just like a common I'm playing a video game bingo card as well. They're so fun. Hey, little dude. You're not good at turns, I've noticed, but that's okay. Just the two of you? Is this somewhere I want to be? I don't know. Let's see what's over here first. Do you like those little dudes? Oh, there they are.
Calls mandate a roll call every hour on the dot.
I think they're leaving excretions in the vents.
And this is me sounding off.
You know, I was a gunner, not a shrink in the tech team. You sure you're okay?
I don't know how you're going straight through that thing, but whatever. Oh. I've Dark Souls'd. I thought I'd need a key for that. What the hell are those? It's going up the wall? I can't click on it, by the way. I was trying to hit E there. Alright, so what? I've got a door open, at least. That's important. They're just chill? Okay, they don't bother anybody. That's fine. I'm all good with that. Those are some of my favorite SCPs. The ones that are just sort of weird, but they don't do anything. They give you flavor. Unlike these flamingos that are apparently a problem. What am I seeing over there? Red dot. I guess that's a lock or something. Oh, SCP field codes. There's a lot of those. Oh, so this is that crappy spray paint on all the doors and walls when you're trying to navigate? Right. So we'll go and pop this guy. Do you think I'm, like, building up bad will with the flamingo, class? By exploding them? This is very cool, though. I like seeing all this. Also, how do you know that a room is clear? Because SCPs, they don't really follow your rules, and your senses are not to be trusted. I guess all you can do is try. It's a bit on the nose. Not hostile if left alone. You just go around it. Room clear. Does not stay dead. That's not one you want to find. Oh, that might be worse. Do not be taken alive. Pray while shooting. I guess gods exist in this theoretical world. Do not make physical contact. Do not follow the little girl. This happens so commonly, they have a symbol for it. Yeah, that one right there. Do not be taken alive. It's like CH. Stay away from that one. And the person with the cross through. Do not fall asleep here. Oh, I can box. I would like to box, please. What drink is this? Q&A water. I found a love letter? Dear Annie. Jesus, even writing Dear Annie feels weird. I haven't done this in, well, never actually. I don't even know if I'm going to give you this. I give this to you at all. But I can't keep bottling it up. It's slowly starting to feel like it'll eat me alive. Whether or not this ever reaches you, I hope it will at least lighten the load. Figures we spend our nights surrounded by SCPs that could end life as we know it. But what scares me the most are my friggin' feelings. I know the ins and outs of my daily routine, every nook, cranny, and anything in between that could go wrong. Most of it almost always does. Yeah, this place is not run well. And yet, when I know I'm gonna see you, I don't give two shits about all the bad that came before. Somehow it doesn't matter. Seeing you is the best part of my day always. You haven't heard this as much as you should have from others, but know that you're special to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm gonna hurl. Yours, Ray. Oh, nice. Cannot look at this computer. It's all errors. Check level 8. Oh, 4th of July. Oh, that looks important. Little USB stick. Is that a flashlight with a handle on it? Yeah, it is. Not really sure I understand why you'd want that, but I guess there's a reason. Maybe use it like a tonfa. Never been in one of these security lockup rooms. They seem very creepy. They happen all the time in Resident Evil games. Oh. Wait. It's not great that I've come out here because I haven't gained anything. Was I supposed to have found something? Alright, what? Objectives. Explore the meeting room to find a way to cause a Crimson level lockdown. Right, because I want to get into the offices, so I guess if I can make a bigger lockdown, that's good. What else can I even do? Suppose I'm gonna have to do something to mess with maybe those little eyeball guys? Thanks very much, Targor NL, for the Twitch Prime. For your 6th month, you got a lucky I hate rich people, which is always a great find. They're actually pretty low chance of happening, and yet people keep getting them. Well done. Yeah, I think we've kind of seen everything here. Do I have to walk in front of one of the lights? Not actually sure. I guess I'll go stand in front of the green camera and see what it does. Or do you have any tips? So my upgraded security clearance didn't really get me much, just that one pathway.
Returning to the crime scene, are we? I know you had something to do with this.
Oh, it just shuts the door.
But I can't disprove it either. Rest assured that your friend will be caught, and he will squeal. If your name comes up as even a passing thought in between his screams of agony, you will be keeping him company.
You don't have to be a jerk. I was just walking in this way. It's fine. I might have just needed to walk past. You're being a little dramatic with the camera. Is there a keycard door in the lobby? Oh, like all the way up. Yeah, let's look there. I know I've kind of been a little bit silly about, like, it's not a very secure facility, and that's probably fairly true, but I am kind of enjoying this, and I think that they've done some pretty cool things here, too. Being able to walk around a place like this freely without being constantly hunted is nice. And they're trying to weave a narrative, which I appreciate. Yeah, that's blocked, and this is the way back to where we started, so this is also blocked. Right, so all you can really do now is go back to the office. Can I get to the right somehow that I didn't realize? Oh my god. I didn't hold out and press control yet. Oh. Okay, well they've brought me here, which maybe that's a hint? Maybe I need to do something with these guys. Wait, it said, oh, talk to the bathtub?
So, I've been upstairs.
Yeah.
And what, you bask in the splendor of an indoor office without snooping around? Come on, B-Class, I don't ever expect much, but that's just lack of effort, even for the replication division.
So, I've been upstairs.
So you're just telling me to snoop around more.
In the splendor of an indoor office.
I kinda did. But not as much as you'd like, I guess. Oh, the lamp... You mean this thing here? The shower head? When it talks, it wiggles around, because it's apparently talking to you through that. That's normal. I guess there was something I was supposed to do in the office. Don't know if this is the faster way back. It might have been faster to just walk the normal way. I love that they actually wrote to put the bathtub that way. It's like better directions than some airports I've been in. Specifically, Newark. Screw Newark. Alright, so we heard someone talking here, but it says it won't budge. Because then I talked about budgies. I'd love to get in here, though. Oh, I'm supposed to get the camera out, and then I'm supposed to shine it at that, and it's going to open a portal or something. What do you think about this, chat? Would you play this game? Is it compelling, or is it sort of too slow for you, or how do you feel? I don't know what you call this formulation of genres. It's like kind of narrative expositional, and it's first person. It's not exactly a walking simulator. It's not exactly an escape room. It's not exactly a puzzle game. It's just sort of, it's its own genre hybridization. And I kind of like when games do that, to be honest. Okay, maybe a light puzzle game. Can I, like, turn the plugs off? No. Jeez, I could practically tap the guy on the shoulder from here. Oh. A canine of the same breed and age as seen on tape 01 dog is successfully brought back from the void. As expected, it is returned in traumatic state a few seconds from death. Awful. The proposal building a replica of the house is passed by the council. The replica is built based on the data from the tapes. Oh, can I go... Oh, I think I missed that I could go behind that area there. I saw the green light that was unmoving, and I thought that was a dead end. No standing up, remember. Oh, look who it is on the desk over there. Don't. I have to stand to examine this, apparently. What does that say? To the... Can't really make that out. To the cleverest. That's right. Oh, hey, it didn't kill me. Thank you. D-class subject redacted successfully enters the void through the bathroom of the replica, securing a new tape 05, the attic. So, for them, I'm on some sort of evolving journey, apparently. Maybe I am unnecessary evil because I'm the only one that can figure out how to deal with whatever the hell. Jerry B. David. Does he, though? Don't like that at all. He do. I hope I have time. I didn't have time. Oh, I didn't have time. I should have waited another cycle. I just wanted to get into the room. Rip. Wait, which way am I going? Meeting room is that way. Sorry, gotta go around again. I feel like in a general sense, the juice is rarely worth the squeeze for these sorts of stealth moments. Not that it's like a big deal to come back and do this again, but it just feels like friction that doesn't particularly help in any way. I also can't quick save, so like I would have just quick saved at this door, but I don't think that's an option. Yeah, there's just continue and load, so it just takes autosaves. Sometimes I think people feel sort of this pressure that they've got to get certain amounts of like gamification in for folks to feel like they're playing a game properly. And I'd feel like I'd just tell the devs, just don't worry about it. Just do things that suit the specific setup you've got and don't worry too. I mean, not that this is tonally dissonant. It makes perfect sense this would be a thing you would do. But it is like right on the tip of not quite working. Logged in, Michael H., Edward K., a bucket above the door frame. Really? Oh, the pranks. Yeah, we heard about this. A prank's a prank. Guess what was waiting for me at the desk this morning? The monkey is mine. So the monkey statue rewards whoever pranks someone. So it's going to end up as a YouTuber reward. I wonder how do you appeal... Maybe the monkey has like a very particular sense of humor. What is that? It's like a radio or something, but why does it look like that? And why is it at a desk? Peculiar. Okay, maybe the better course of action is to actually hug the wall. Let's see, what's the best spot to stand? I have to be very slow when I'm over... Like... Just go. Just don't... I don't want to screw this up. Oh. Beautiful. This seems to be our destination. Secure, contain, protect, messaging system 2.4, logged in meeting room account. Meeting summary, changed key code password to replication chamber to 9318 because of repeated break-ins by D-Class personnel. D-Class 2573 stumbled upon the most reactive liquid that can be mixed with SCRR. Is that supposed to say SCR? I thought the R denotation is the dashed one, not SCR. I don't know why it says that. SCRR354 red bucket. Yeah, I think it's just a typo. God, they probably wrote SCP 7 billion times, and they're just like, honestly, brain, just give me a break. Just write an R instead of a P this time. This results in creating a horror beyond human comprehension. Oh. Do not create a glass of SCP-R 634 in the liquid SCP replicator and throw it into SCP-R 354. The liquid SCP replicator? Do they mean the machine? I don't know, there's a bunch of things with liquids already, so... Create a glass of SCP-634 in the replication chamber. So it's like I'm just doing whatever to mess with them. Can I steal a glass? And I'm literally seeing glasses in front of me right now. And I know it's going to be a problem if I don't have one. Sound of footsteps followed by chair scraping. Oh, it's going to talk, sorry.
546. Well, Annie, looks like you found yourself in a bit of a pickle. My. I have to say, looking at you, I never think you had all this felony in you.
Then why don't you look the fuck away?
Aren't you a peach?
It's a very odd sentence. I never thought you had all this felony in you.
All of this go away. You could walk out that door and put all this behind you like a bad dream.
Why didn't she just become the president of the United States? That's the normal way to get out of this problem.
Anything being up for grabs without something being asked in return. So why don't you level with me and spare me the bullshit?
Very well. We could use someone with your particular
I have a very particular set of skills.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't disclose our due diligence. But rest assured, we've been particularly diligent when it comes to you.
What's the catch?
No catch. Well,
Yeah, there's never a catch, right?
there is a certain medication you would be required to take.
Yeah, it's nothing could go wrong with that.
Tell you that it could alter your memory, but just between us, I can assure you that it will. Allow me to leave you with this. When opportunity comes knocking, you do well to open the door. All you have to do is sign on the dotted line.
I can see why this might sound compelling to someone in a position where they have no options. But I think knowing if this fictional possibility existed, what could happen to you in this scenario, like, I'd just stay in jail, really. It's still pretty bad there, too, not saying, but, like, just stay in the jail. Just don't get involved with this. I don't want to end up in some eternal purgatory. What is happening? It's showing a replay or something. Evacuation. They're just running like mad. I'm a little disappointed I can't draw a big old dong on this whiteboard. I feel like they missed a trick with that. I like that reflection shader, that's interesting. It's got a swirl to it. A swirl. It'd be great if there was a way back through here just to go under the desk. Call Matea Gam. Big Gam. Wow, they have their own manufactured lock brand called Lockdown. Good for them. They take locking very seriously. Or at least that's the idea they want to sell to us. I'm not sure they do, actually. Alright, I've got to go back behind the desk again to get around. If only I could sprint. No more snack, please. I want to solve, not snack. Please don't tell me this is locked now. Okay. I don't know why it would have been, but, you know, it's one of those places, they just do stuff. So now that I'm down here and I don't have access to a glass, how am I going to get a glass?
I found out that I need to synthesize SCP-R634.
Last time I checked, this was the SCP Replication Division. So I'd be willing to bet that if you needed something to replicate something else with, you'll find the tools here.
Oh, no, I completely forgot what they were. The code. I mean... I don't know why I expected it to stay in my notes. Oh, it's here. Right? Hopefully it's here. Or is it not? Yeah. $93.18. So is that this one, or is that the other one? This cannot be interacted with. Oh, right. Oh. You don't actually have to type it in anyway. It just, you just know it, so it just opens. It's just like that. I find that door sound very distracting now. Wow, this could have been a shot right out of the Half-Life remake. The color in here is very good. Oh, the music's back. Is that a patot? Oh, you could spin it. This is like what a fat guinea pig would look like if it had no head or limbs. Sorry, that was a bad thought. Get the cup. Oh. Oh, pistol. Can I take some of these objects and... Is it making a katana? So it's a 3D printer. Can I take some of these objects and drop them into the coarse fine room? That could be fun. Oh, I could walk up this pipe. Never would have known that. Oh. Never should have done that. Why did I want to do that? Oh, good. Oh, it looks very dangerous in there. Okay, I don't really want to read all of these monitors at the moment, although I have been enjoying all of the text. It's just, I think I've done enough reading now. So I think I'll stop here and go over to the other game before it gets too much later. I feel like chat didn't particularly love this game, although some people did. I feel it's a bit of a shame, because this seems like a pretty good game. I like what we're going for here. And I would like to see the rest of it, to be honest. I don't know how long the game is. I assume probably a good bit longer than this, though. But yeah, that was Go Home Annie. I trust it will save at when I went in there. Yeah, the stealth wasn't my favorite bit, but also, I also screwed up a couple times, so that's, you know, on me. I would recommend this based on what I played, but I think it's kind of just for folks that are interested in the SCP world. If you were not a fan of that and were thrown into this, I don't know, you might like it, but I'm not really sure. I think the way they started the game off as a sort of an escape room and then transitioned into the facility was kind of clever. It was a nice, smooth transition anyway. And nothing has been, like, overly hard to figure out or frustrating. It's just a little bit of friction here and there. We're always more enthralled than chatty with this kind of games. Yeah. Anyway, I liked it. I would like to go back to it maybe and see the rest. Maybe I'll look up how long it is and schedule another session for it later. But if you like what you see, go check out Go Home Annie. It's out now. You can get it for $19.99 on Steam. And big thanks again to the devs for sending me over a code.